He, would you have 2 walks? 2 walks, 2 hits. 2 walks, 2 hits, RBI double.
Enold Hadad with us from the Greensboro Reds Summer League team, Adult League team, and we've got Jason Rook with us as well. Enold, talk about the team's effort tonight. I know you dropped this game a little bit down about that, but not a bad effort on your part, and playing against a good team too. You were playing good competition.
We've been on a little bit of a defensive slide lately, but we came out and played pretty hard. Game kind of got away from us, but we had some positives in the game, so we got to focus on the positives.
And talk about the job that Jason did for you when he came
Jason had 2 walks, a double, RBI double, another hit, so on 4 times, and then came into pitch and I think was hitting 91. So I was pretty happy with him.
Jason, what about that effort tonight? Talk about the work on the hill and working your way back into shape now this summer with this Greensboro Reds team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just coming out here trying to do my job, focus on what I need to do to get better. Pitching-wise, my arm's been a little tight and hanging a little bit lately, so trying to get in there and get on the mound.
Is it a good thing for you to be back playing baseball again? Has that been a turnaround maybe in your career and your life as well?
Yeah, I think it's definitely had a positive on my life, just coming out here and being around all these guys, being able to help them a little bit with what I know. Also, just coming out here and playing takes a little stress off life. You got to come out here and have fun.
And you're actually able to contribute some too, to help out with some of the players on your team. There are some that are older, but some probably younger too.
Yeah, definitely. I come out here and if I see something with them, I'll talk to them about their swing or something, and they're willing to listen. They know I've played a little bit in the minor leagues and just help out any way I can.
It's kind of a neat thing too, because people, even on the opposing team, I heard some people talking, people are aware of your background at Appalachian, also playing, I think, with Bluefield, with the Orioles organization.
Yeah, played at App for 3 years, then went to Bluefield for a rookie season and Aberdeen for a short season single A.
Does the draft still get your interest these days? You watch the draft this year and see some of the guys going in? Yeah.
I've had 2 years off, but I heard some pretty good players got picked up pretty early. But it seems like talent's still coming through in the draft.
What about that kid? I mean, this is just some of this straight toward tonight's game. Some is just around Appalachian, Western Guilford, those things. What about that kid, Rand Smith? Did you play any ball with Rand Smith back in the Appalachian?
He came in the recruiting class that I did. I played with him 3 years, and he stayed for his senior year and got picked up by the Marlins. But from what I've heard and seen, he's doing pretty well with them.
Pretty good outfielder for you guys back in the day?
Yeah, he definitely was. He got some some clutch hits. He's pretty quick, got a decent arm, so I'm sure he's contributing pretty well to the Marlins.
And you're playing on this Reds team for a former Western Guilford player, Enold here, and also tonight going up against another former Western Guilford player, Saul Macon Smith, the kid from Western Carolina. You were going head-to-head with him tonight in the game when you were on the hill.
Yeah, I just met him earlier when he was on first base. Seemed like a pretty nice guy. He's a decent player, saw him out here. He's got a good swing.
Yeah. What's the game plan with this team? What do you hope to do and accomplish by playing for this team this summer? Are there thoughts in the back of your mind about maybe trying to get back up there again?
Yeah, definitely. I had thought about trying out for some independent leagues this year, but decided against it because I wanted to come out and play and get my confidence back. I've taken 2 years off, so come out here and pitch a little bit, get my swing back in shape. Off the field and working out 6 days a week.
Could I ask you, what kind of workouts are you doing away from the team? What kind of workouts are you up to when you're not playing on a daily basis with the Reds?
Yeah, I mean, I go to the gym 6 days a week, regardless if we have a game or not. I'll go in the afternoon. I'll come here.
Do you come up with your own plan of attack for the workouts? You got somebody you're working with, giving you some plans?
Yeah, I work out with a guy. He's one of my older brother's friends, and he's kind of like a bodybuilder. I'm trying to get him to put a little size on me. So get a little stronger, put some size on.
Well, Enold, what about the team as a whole? You guys have had some success this year. Are you able to do some of the things you wanted to do when you got this team together? I know you love the Reds and you want to see this team represent the Reds and also represent the Adult Baseball League well also.
Yeah, well, we play almost 40 games, so, with a long season, you're going to have, lulls like this. So it's how you respond to it. So I try not to get too down on them. And see if we can bounce back from this and get headed in the right direction. I mean, overall we've had a great season. I think we're 10-6 now.
How do you think your team matches up with the rest of the league as far as the Greensboro teams, the Kernersville teams, and the Winston-Salem teams in the adult league? Do you think the Reds can be in position maybe to be the cream of the crop in the league this year?
Yeah, I think we're 5-0, and we've had good success there. I do think we can contend for a championship.
Any possibilities?
As long as we play good defense.
Any possibilities about maybe matching up again with the Charlotte team? You talked about there might be an all-star game maybe toward the middle of the season or the end of the year when you go matching some of your all-stars with their all-stars?
Yeah, the winner of our league is going to play the winner of their league for North Carolina NABA championship.
Any place to go after that? Can you take maybe Jason, some of the team, and move on to maybe a regional level, national level?
Yeah, there is a national NABA World Series, I think, in California, in Florida, in Jupiter, Florida.
What about, we talked earlier in the year about C.J. Beatty. What's his progress level right now? What's the update on him?
He played one game with us and then was picked up, went to a workout and was picked up by a Texas independent team.
So he's in one of the independent leagues
right
now?
Yeah, down in Texas. So I think he's doing okay.
Do you think that's the mastermind plan, the goal in the long term, is get more of these guys back in some of the different leagues, whether it be independent leagues, or maybe get these guys back on the way up the ladder like you're trying to do with Jason right now?
Yeah, I'm just here for everybody, whether you're in, if you, like Ricky Chambers has just finished high school, to get him to where he needs to be, or where Jason needs to be. So we're just a platform to improve everybody, so to speak. So, I hope they all stick around deep down. So.
Jason, as far as your deal goes the rest of this season, are you looking, or do you have a chance of these kids that play in the summer now? Some kids are playing maybe for a Palomino team, a Colt team, maybe playing for a showcase team. Do you play for any other teams now? Can you do that, or is this just all you can probably handle right now? Is this enough for your play?
This is all I can do right now because I'm working pretty much full-time during the week now, and so I try to make as many games as I can. I've only missed one so far, but this is all I have time for right now.
And you said the plan pretty much is try to get back into the game full-time eventually. And what about other vocation ideas besides that? What other kind of work do you do, and what's the other plan of attack? You always have a plan in the back of your mind in case all this doesn't come together like you want it to.
Yeah, I was planning on trying to go back to school here in the fall because I finished 3 years at Appalachian. May transfer into UNCG and have a psychology degree after that. Got a year and a half left.
What about this Bulldogs team you faced tonight? And what about the level of talent you're seeing this summer? Because you've seen some pretty good talent over the years, going back high school, college, and on to the professional ranks. What about the level of talent you're seeing you're going up against this summer?
I think the Bulldogs are definitely one of the better teams that we've faced so far. They have a lot of talent since it's a collegiate league. As far as our NABA league, there's a handful of players on each team that pretty much compete all the time. But I don't think any of them are terrible. They just some compete better than others. But
does any of it compare to what you did when you were with Bluefield?
Yeah, I think some of these guys, we played them twice now, and the Catawba team we just played. There's some players on there that I think have a shot to do some things.
What are some things you learned when you were with the Orioles organization? Some things you take with you even today? How long was that time with them? Was it 1 year, 2 years,
2
and what
years.
did you pick up from them?
I played 2 years in the minors. I learned a lot from a lot of different coaches. When we went to spring training, every coach from the minor leagues is there for the Orioles. They teach you plate discipline, like your plan of attack, going up to the plate, what you're looking for. There's just a plethora of things that they teach you while you're there. It's just a lot to take in.
You picked up a lot. Do you think you might even think about doing some coaching one day? Is that a possibility?
I talked to Ons a little bit while I was on the field, and he said he thought I'd make a pretty good coach one day. I hadn't thought about it ever really, but I kind of thought about it tonight, and I think maybe, possibly one day, if I'm done playing, then I can pass on what I know to some
So
other
you probably
kids.
could help some younger players because you've been there and you've been in a lot of different places, some good experiences, some bad experiences, so you can probably pass along some things that probably could help somebody along the way. And for Coach Imes to say that's a pretty good compliment too, coming from him.
I definitely respect him for telling me that. And I like getting people out here and teaching them what I know and helping them out in their plate appearances and seeing them going from struggling to turning things around for their batting averages and their playing, all around.
How much loyalty when you were with the Orioles and now you're wearing a Reds uniform? How does that factor in?
I don't really look at it too badly. I wasn't a huge Orioles fan, but since I went and played for them, I like there's some players on there that I liked. I met a few of the major league players, and they're all really good guys. But as far as wearing an opposing team's jersey, it doesn't really bother me.
Enad, as we close things out with Jason Rook, Enold Hadad with the Greensboro Reds, thoughts on the rest of the year?
We've been missing a few people due to work and vacation and some injuries. So I'd like to see everybody kind of come back together and get on a run here. But I think we can. I'm a little concerned with our defense, but I think that we can pull things together. We've got a deep pitching staff, and the runs will come. So I have a good feeling about the rest of the season.
Guys, thank you for your time.
Thank you.